although I have stepped away from that in sharing this technology and having more time with my family. So that's another amazing benefit of what this technology provides. But to share my story really quickly, I got introduced to this about 2 years ago. I had a severe ear infection. My eardrum had ruptured, it had bled and oozed for days. It was quite a nightmare. And a friend of mine found out and he said, you need to drink this and you need to put it in your ear. And I was skeptical as a science-based person. But I trusted him enough to look into it and to give him the time to take a look at the information and dig in a little. And I was, quite frankly, desperate not to be so sick. So I started doing that, and 2 weeks later when I went back to the ENT, I was quite shocked when he said that my eardrum looked perfect. I was expecting there to be scar tissue. I was expecting to talk about long-term hearing loss and the kind of thing from the severity of that. And he said, it's perfect. So it wasn't until months later that I learned from my friend Jerry in the back an explanation for that, which was that in the presence of enough of these molecules, the body is able to repair so quickly that it doesn't need to form scar tissue. So that finally made sense. But in the meantime, I was still skeptical. I was watching the redox results videos and trying to make sure that I really knew what this was. And I wasn't really sure I was seeing a difference. But I continued to take it because the team that I had talked to had told me about how important it was to take it for at least 3 months. And I went ahead and did that mostly because I wanted the immune system benefits so that I wouldn't get sick every time my kids brought something home. But what I didn't know was what it was going to do for me and my mental health. What I was trying very hard to hide from most of the world was that I had been struggling for 3.5 years postpartum with my second, just with a really dark heaviness. It started when I was about 6 months pregnant. A song that I actually liked would come on the radio and I would just start bawling. And it didn't get better when he was born. The sleep deprivation certainly made that worse. And I hoped that when I started to get to sleep through the night again, that maybe it would get better, but it didn't. It really, for about a year, there were moments that I just didn't want to live anymore. And I'm so grateful that during the COVID crisis, we found a new church, and that was huge for me. So the deepest, darkest parts disappeared, but I still really had no joy. I had to push myself through everything for my kids, smile for the pictures that were incredibly hard. Sorry. So when a couple months into taking this, my mom said to me, whatever you're doing, don't stop. It was because she could see that the joy was starting to come back into my life. And I'm just so As a bonus, I also started getting my hair back that I had been losing in gobs since he was born. So just another bonus there. But these cells, these high energy molecules, I can attest that they do profound things, and I'm so grateful.